Oh, hi, podcast listeners. There's many ways you can listen to the Real Nerds podcast. You can subscribe on iTunes. You can also subscribe on Stitcher Radio. You want to send us a Twitter message? You can do that. It's so easy, at Real Nerds. Like us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. You can visit our website, realnerdspodcast.com, where there'll be a lot of articles for you to not only read, but to listen to our previous shows. Do you like your stories told through pictures? Then you can also follow us at Real Nerds on Instagram. You can also call us, 720-6nerds5. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show.
Camera, action!
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd
Doesn't talk film. I'm sorry.
Take it outside.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action. Real nerd.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to a Halloween special here at Real Nerds. And by now, you've totally listened to Good Fortune, and you're totally ready for this next episode. Every week, we see a new movie, and we podcast our experience to the world. This week, we saw...
You okay? What happened there?
Well, I thought you were fucking with it.
Oh, no.
We saw 3 movies. We saw Frankenstein. Should I preface that with Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein?
Yeah, it's his version.
We also saw Black Phone 2.
And Bugonia.
And Bugonia, which, yeah. So, normally we talk about stuff we've been watching, the news, but I figure since there's 3 movies, and we're going to be playing 3 trailers, that we'll just, do the movies this week. But, Brad, we're just a couple days past Halloween. How was your Halloween? Did you do anything?
I made another 48-hour film.
Did you?
Yeah. Someone from my team this year decided to take on the horror fantasy challenge they have, and do their own thing. So I shot their film for them and did some graphic stuff.
Oh, nice. So did you only have to do the shooting?
Yeah.
And the graphics?
Yeah.
So is that a relief for you when you have to only focus on one thing?
Yeah. Much nicer weekend. I basically had 2 days off, and it was a long shoot, and my back hurt like fuck. And got home at like 6 a.m. But yeah, it's cool. I get to count, like, that's my 5th one of these for the year.
Oh, damn.
So yeah, it's been quite a year.
Yeah, good for you.
But yeah, not having to worry about every little thing and chasing a deadline. It's great.
Do you find, is your work better when you only focus on, let's say, cinematography or shooting it?
Yes, I think so. Like, I don't know. Like, I have more data points of doing everything than I have of doing 1 or 2 things.
Oh, gotcha.
So not enough sample sets yet.
So you don't really have a control yet. You need the...
Yeah, I need to do a few more of these. But I guess when I do stuff with Rough of Dog, yeah, I only do, like, shooting and sound sometimes. So I guess I do have... I don't know. The awards haven't materialized, that's for sure.
Well, you don't have to win awards. Tom Cruise has never won an Oscar. He just got an honorary one. So... doesn't mean you're not the greatest.
So, yeah, eventually, 4 years from now, 48 Hours is going to start doing Lifetime Achievement Awards when they see,
oh, totally. They have to,
50
right?
of these, yeah.
Yeah, so, that's awesome. You didn't even say anything about it, so.
Yeah, again, it's like not my thing.
I guess it's not your project to announce. I gotcha.
So I can't really be like, yeah.
Hey, check out my camera work.
Yeah. For this thing that hasn't been judged yet. It took like a month to get, or it's going to be judged.
So this
at the end of the
isn't
month.
a reflection on what you just shot, because obviously I don't know what happened to it or anything. But when you're on scene, because you usually wear so many hats, when they're there and you go, I wouldn't do it that way, but I guess I have to do what I'm told. Does that conflict ever pop up in your head all the time?
Yeah, it is that's the thing I worry about most, is being so used to being the one who makes most of the decisions, the final decisions. Before I get on, I have to tell myself, look, it's not your thing. Just step back and don't give everything to it. Just be like, it's,
I'm here to facilitate.
Unless there's like
shoot.
some like really glaring like, oh, this is a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be like, okay, like it's my way or the highway. Like we're shooting this the way I want to shoot it.
Please do it one time. Just be
Okay.
a total diva.
You do the project, I'll do it.
Sweet.
You direct, I'll.
Yeah, that's not going to work for me.
Ryan, my back hurts so bad. Suck it up.
Suck it
Keep
up.
shooting.
We are making.
Do not cut.
We are making Deathbed, the bed that eats people. All right.
Yeah, another cool thing is we're going to be doing, I don't know, the next 4 or 5 episodes into Film Explosion 2015, all at the Bug each week.
Wow, that's cool. I love actually seeing your face and being live and doing it.
Yeah, this podcast sounds better
It does.
than Zoom. Oh, sorry, what was your Halloween like?
Oh, doesn't matter. I worked a whole fucking night, so
No crazy, like, full moon.
no.
Arrests.
The one thing that's cool in the city I work at is it's actually embraces Halloween, and it's small town, and it's the only place I've ever, because I grew up in the suburbs and just like you, and it's always when I went trick or treating, it's just my brothers and I, and we would be out. And there'd be a few other kids. But what's cool about where I work is it's groups of 30 kids. And everybody puts lots of decorations in their yard. And when I work, I literally stay on the corner. And I turn my overheads on. And I have candy at this major crosswalk we have. And I just hand out candy and help kids across the street. And there's hundreds of kids. And it gets over really quickly, too. About 8:30, there's maybe 1 or 2 groups still about left behind, but it's really cool. The whole town really embraces Halloween. We do a trunk or treat on our main street in the morning or the afternoon, I guess. So it's me and the firefighters and EMS and local businesses all hand out stuff. And what's my favorite thing is Bojo's hands out free pizzas,
Sweet.
coupons, and
Coupons.
yeah. But I know, I wish it was a pizza
Slices,
at that time.
yeah.
But I can bring you some because I was just teasing them, and I says, man, do I have to trick or treat to get free pizzas? And they gave me like 5 or 6 free kid pizzas, or coupons. So I usually give them to kids, but I still have like 2 if you want some.
I don't know when I'll get to a Bojo's, but yeah.
And it's only the Idaho Springs one, so you'd have to come up, which isn't that bad of a drive. If that's the city I work in. But yeah, I mean, it was fine. All I do is work. I don't really have cool stories anymore.
Too bad. But I grew up rural, so we always had to go to neighborhoods to like trick or treat. So that sounds amazing.
Yeah, no, it was really cool. My wife took our son to a neighborhood with her friend in Denver, and I mean, he came back with. We had one of those Trader Joe's reusable bags, and it was almost completely full. So I don't know, 5 or 6 pounds of candy.
Have you I never got through a whole bag of anything.
Oh, no.
Like it's so excessive.
No.
Your kid
No. In fact, I threw out last year's Halloween candy. So in our house, we have our cupboard or our pantry, and in it we have one of those plastic orange pumpkins that Laura takes a bunch to her work, and then I fill up that pumpkin all the way to the top. And then there's usually a little bit left on the bottom, and then Kellen will eat the stuff in the bag. And then, so this year when he left and I came home before they were back, there's still about half of the pumpkin full. So I just dumped it out and put more candy in there because that's a lot of candy.
Yeah, it's actually bad to have like that much candy.
Yeah.
And I have some Halloween candy still in a bag in my car.
Yeah.
I just think about like I don't really want to eat it. Like
Yeah.
it's still good, but
Yeah, it is good. And same. When I want, let's say, some sort of treat, I go, oh, there's lots of Halloween candy. I guess I'll have an apple or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, but so now we never run out of candy all year long. Yeah. In fact, I don't even know the last time I bought candy because we always have it, and it never. The only thing that sucks is, have you noticed the fun sizes are a lot smaller?
Oh,
now? What a joke. Way to
Everything's
go,
smaller.
Snickers.
as an Instacarter, like I handle a lot of like smaller items now.
And not just at night.
Huh? Yeah, I'm a prostitute. Okay.
Sex work is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's about it.
All right.
Yeah, mellow. So if you've never listened to Real Nerds Podcast, we've been doing this for 14 years, going on 15. 14 going on 15. Anyways,
6, 7.
6, 7. So funny story with that. My kid plays hockey, and a few weeks ago he scored a goal, and his celebration was 6, 7. He literally skated around and did his hands like Cartman does on South Park, and all the kids thought it was so funny. and here we are, 3 weeks later, and no one does it anymore.
I've got a story about that.
Yeah.
You know how it sounds? It's supposed to be like just this random nonsense.
Yeah.
But I was watching, oddly enough, this movie called, I don't know if it's a movie, maybe it was a TV movie called The Point. Did you ever watch The Point?
No.
Ringo Starr like narrates this like children's story of like this little
Okay, yeah.
70s animated.
Yeah,
like,
I've heard of it. Yes.
Oblio and his like dog, and he's got everyone in town has a pointed head, and he has a round one, so he's
Yeah.
like excluded. Anyway, in the movie, these two characters, not him, meet up and talk to each other, and hey, how you doing? And then one replies, "Oh, it's all 6s and 7s."
Oh.
And so I was like, "That's odd." Let me look it up, and apparently that's an old like British term because the movie's kind of British, where it's an expression that means like, oh, everything's just kind of like going crazy, like all weird.
That makes sense now.
And so these kids may have thought they're like, oh, we created this like nonsense thing. It literally means like things are nonsense.
Way to go. Yeah, that's funny. And I was actually really proud of my son. One, I mean, he's actually been playing really well. He scored like 5 or 6 goals this year already, but he's celebrating going 6 and 7, and all his friends laughed. I mean, my favorite celebration he did the bow and arrow, where he put his stick like the bow, and he went behind his head and pulled it. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty fun. So yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, so we'll recommend the film or not, play the trailer, then spoil it. Reminder, we're doing this 3 times. We're doing 3 films. So should be fun. You reminded me last week that we've done this before, but I don't remember the last time we've done it. You brought it up.
Like 3 movies in one?
Yeah, but it's actual featured movies.
Yeah.
But you listed them off, and for some reason I can't remember them right now. But
yeah, I have my desktop in front of me, so
Yeah.
I can't look it up. But yeah, it's been a while because it's a lot of work to do.
it is.
3 in
but
1.
For some reason, it just all kind of.
In post, when I like post it, it's just like, oh, I gotta go like link this, and tag this. Yeah, it's easier with one movie, which is why I always push for one movie. But it's Halloween, so let's do 3.
Let's do it. What movie do you want to start with, Brad?
Frankenstein.
Brad, do you recommend Netflix's 2025 Frankenstein?
It's all right. I think it's like too clean and spotless and like pristine for what I want a Frankenstein movie to be. It's definitely imaginative and creative and different, but there's just like too much like clean slickness to it, a Netflixy element to it that I think of movies like Kenneth Branagh's Frankenstein, or even the original, where like everything's just like rotting and cold and dirty and grimy, that this one isn't. And the style of telling the story is interesting, but overall, nothing was like too like, oh, so different. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with you. Del Toro makes really good movies, and I think this movie is good. But you're right. It's interesting. I was thinking that when I was watching it, especially. I'll talk about it later because it's kind of in spoilers. But I was watching that part and I go, man, it has a TV show vibe where it's too digital, it's too clean. And you're right. I wanted it to be more gothic because that's what Del Toro is known for. And for some reason, he decided to clean it up. And the only thing I can think of is he loves the character, the creature from the Frankenstein. I've seen a tour of his home, and he has Frankenstein, every creature everywhere. And he was really hell-bent on the creature being the hero. And, yeah. So here's a trailer for Frankenstein.
My maker told his tale. And I will tell you mine. I remember pieces. Memories of different men. And I saw it. Your name. Victor Frankenstein. My creator. I demand a single grace from you. If you are not to award me love, then I will indulge in rage. Now, run.
So, we open like Mary Shelley's book. Have you ever read Frankenstein?
No.
Laura hates it. I actually like it. It's an interesting study.
Why she hate it?
She says it's really boring, which I get is written in, I think, 1799. But Victor Frankenstein is running from the creature they call it in this one. And he's taken aboard a ship that's trapped on the ice, and good old creature is on a murderous rampage. And Victor is able to be brought in by the captain, and he tells a story. And part one is Victor's tale, and it's his story about how he's pursuing bringing things back to life. And
He misses his mom, so he really wants to cheat death.
yes, Oscar Isaacs plays Victor Frankenstein. He's really good in the movie. I do like his performance of kind of unhinged, and he slowly slips into this insanity by not sleeping with his obsession of creating this person out of reanimated flesh. I really thought an effective scene at the beginning was the person he had on the board when he was in the lecture area. I thought that was cool, like puppetry and stuff.
Yeah.
And when that happened, I said, "Oh, okay, this movie should be cool." And you know, at that time, he's approached by Christoph Waltz. I forget what character he plays. What's his name?
I don't remember the name, but he's just benefactor, I guess.
Yeah, he's a rich dude who's going to give Frankenstein the money he needs to realize his dream experiment. So he realizes that if he goes to a battlefield and takes, body parts from the freshly killed soldiers and basically stitches together a person, he's able to bring it to life. In the meantime, his brother introduces him to Elizabeth, who happens to be the niece of Christoph Waltz's character, and they go to some castle to bring this thing to life, and Frankenstein falls in love with Elizabeth, which I can't tell is reciprocated or not. I don't know. It's one of the first times I wasn't that enamored with a Mia Goth character. Usually I really like her in movies, but this one, she just seemed...
She was kind to him.
Yeah.
And maybe if she'd been around longer,
yeah,
she might have...
Yeah, I don't know. She just was, kind of boring in the movie. I expect those incredible, monologues like in Pearl, or where she's totally committed in Maxine, but not that she's horrible. It's just, I don't know.
She hasn't much to do because...
Yeah, she has much ado about nothing. In the moment where the creature is being brought to life,
actually, she plays the mom too. Did you see that?
I don't remember.
Yeah, she's Victor's mom in makeup.
Oh.
Yeah, because she wears a veil a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, good for her.
She had more to do.
She did.
And she
So I guess maybe that's why Victor was so obsessed with her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the creature is brought to life. Christoph Waltz falls and his head explodes.
Well, you find out that the reason he hired Victor is because he has a terminal illness, and that's why he wants to cheat death. And then Victor's like,
fuck you, asshole.
Yeah, he falls and smashes his head open. Yeah, and then you find out Victor's like a really bad dad.
Oh, yeah.
Who, he's such an ego, like, he's so used to being the smartest person in the room that like he's frustrated that this like baby he's created can't be a genius like instantaneously.
Yeah, yeah, you're right, because he's frustrated because he expected, oh, I brought this thing to life. It's going to be fully functional, have intelligence, have thoughts, and it doesn't. And at that point is where his brother and Elizabeth come, and
Elizabeth kind of recognizes that you've basically created a baby, and you need to it's going to take years to get this thing to grow.
And she is very kind to it, and she recognizes Victor's cruelty towards it. Then Victor gets pissed and tries to blow up the whole castle with really bad fire CGI. Like some of the CGI in this movie, I was like, man, this sucks.
Definitely the animals.
Yeah, which how much Netflix has so much money, and the dinosaurs from Jurassic Park in 1993 are still, to me, the gold standard of any animal creation, and that was 32 years ago. And I don't know why Spielberg and ILM were able to trick us so well, but those effects still hold up so well today. Really the T-Rex scene, but even the mice, when they were crawling on the creature, I go, man, there's just something not believable about them. And then the wolves, their movement was very CGI. And I mean, here's the thing.
I think they're over animated.
Yeah. I understand why you have to have CGI animals, because they're killing other CGI animals and you need them to act a certain way. And I'm okay with that. I don't want real animals to get hurt. But, man, make it a little more convincing. So stuff like that really took me out of the film. And then when you talked about, too, it's too clean. When Mia Goth is in the cellar or the basement with the creature, and they're talking, and it's just so like clean. It has the greens and his makeup, which obviously is on purpose, but the stitched together part, it's the blue hues, and I don't know, it didn't grab me very well. When he finally got the trench coat and the hood, I thought looked really cool, kind of this superhero. And, that's what I kept thinking as I was watching this, is Del Toro really wants the creature to be sympathetic and be the hero of the story, which I get, because Victor is the villain. I mean, he ends up killing Elizabeth for
which
I don't understand why he shot.
That might be the worst part of the movie. Exactly. Like that dude's smarter than that. Even if he's like in a heightened state of like emotional distress, like I feel like that character would be smart enough not to like pull the trigger with Elizabeth in the way.
The way it's shot too, it looks almost that he did it on purpose.
Yeah.
I can't have her, you can't have her. And then he's going to blame the creature, just like he blamed the creature for Christoph Waltz's death. Every time this movie would gain momentum for me, something would take me out of it. And again, it's not a bad movie, but I wanted it to be dirtier, but the parts of the gore were awesome. My favorite part is when he ripped the fur off the werewolf's or the wolf's head, and it was nothing but this muscle part. That's really cool. And he ripped the jaw off that one guy who stabbed him with the scythe. That stuff's cool, but it takes so long to get there, and I don't know. The movie didn't grab me like I wanted it to grab me.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I wonder if he's going to do a Dracula film or something, because he's done A Creature from the Black Lagoon. He's done Frankenstein.
He'd have to do The Mummy.
Well, yeah, they have The Mummy coming out with Lee Cronin, I think, is making it.
But not his mummy.
No. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and I was hoping, like, because, The Shape of Water isn't the creature. It kind of is the creature, but like it is different.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping it would be like, I don't know, the Rise of the Dead Man or something. Like his own even further version.
Yeah, I agree. But like I think, and I mean, I have nothing to confirm this, just from him talking, and I've seen how excited he is. I think he likes Frankenstein so much that he wanted to take Mary Shelley's book, which he follows pretty closely, and then add his own little things to it. I mean, yeah, I mean, the book has what the creature thinks and feels and stuff. That's why my wife thinks it's really boring. I think it's a really fascinating book. And I think he was trying to capture that in the film. It's just, I don't know, it just left me wanting, I guess. And you're right, too clean. It had a Netflix sheen to it. And it's weird because now that Netflix has been such a powerhouse when releasing films and, you know, making streaming what it is there's an actual vibe to their movies. You know, there's a Netflix-ism to them, which I can't pinpoint, but if I watch one, I go, oh, that's from Netflix. And this one felt like it, you know, where they're given this autonomy to make the film however they want. There's also this Netflix kind of corporate thing you feel throughout it. And I read this really interesting article on Variety about, it was an interview with an analyst for box office, because Netflix won't report their box office numbers. It's all estimates from rival studios. And it's because the guy said Netflix does not care about the theatrical performance of it. They only do it to appease the filmmakers so they'll work with them. And to me, that's, you know, that's the case. But you think someone with unlimited budget would also maybe help push the envelope of filmmaking. I don't know. And that's where I end on Frankenstein. And the ending was really anticlimactic. Maybe it's just the sadistic person in me. I really wanted him to like pick up, you know, Victor and rip him in half or something, and then just murder all those innocent people, but he chose love.
Also, too, like Victor knows he's dying, and so he could have like stayed away from all those ship people. Instead, he like gets rescued by them, and then the creature comes and kills a bunch of their crew. And then the captain's like, forgive and forget.
Yeah. Even the creature, he says, you know, I forgive you. And it's like, dude, he's killed all these people. He killed the woman you love. And it's cool, bro. It's cool.
We talked it out.
Yeah. I also understand he held dynamite and he blew up and it only singed his face. Wait, what? I mean, it would have been badass if it was like Monster Squad and he blew up in pieces and they all sucked together like the Wolfman in that, but we all can't get what we want.
Yeah, well, it explained he regenerates, so yeah, it's kind of a useless. It's a stupid gesture on his part because, like, obviously he's going to regenerate.
Yep. But again, the design was cool when he started wearing the trench coat and the hood. I thought it looked really awesome.
He's like unbreakable.
Yeah, it is. The rest of it was, I wanted it to be more grotesque, I guess.
Yeah.
Too clean.
Like you said, that first opening thing in the school.
Yeah.
Where he's doing the demonstration, like that was badass.
Yeah.
Gnarly shit.
Yep. And then we waited another hour before the creature came alive. But I guess actors really probably like it. The set designs were awesome.
Yeah.
I thought the costumes were really cool. I really noticed it when did you see this on the big screen?
Yeah.
Cool. So did I. I really noticed it when he was at the wedding and Victor was going to tie his tie. I could see the patterns on his undershirt, or I guess jacket, had really cool floral embroidery on it. So hats off. I don't know who the costume designer is, but they did a really great job. It seems like this film is going to be nominated for stuff like that. I'm guessing makeup and costume, and that's maybe it. Cinematography's too boring in it.
Yeah, a lot of those like Yorgos Lanthimos like super wide angle shots.
Yep.
Speaking of,
speaking of, hey, nice segue. We also saw
Bugonia.
For some reason, I can't remember that movie. I mean, I literally just saw it this week. I don't know why I can't remember it. Brad, you recommend Bugonia?
Yeah, it's all right. It's interesting. I didn't love it, mostly because like the arguments they're having are like verbatim what I've seen online with these kinds of people. And then also the climax, the whole movie I'm just in there like, well, it's either this or that, and I hope it's this, and if it's that, that's fine too. So I wasn't like surprised by the ending.
You know, it's funny. We are so much alike right now. I feel the same way. I don't know the kid who plays the cousin, but he's really good in it.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen him in other stuff before.
Yeah,
so.
I'm guessing maybe he's a TV actor or something,
Yeah.
or maybe just a character actor that we've never noticed before,
Yeah.
or maybe it's his first thing he's ever done. It wouldn't surprise me. He's really good in it, and I feel the same way. You know, there's moments, and I mean, Jesse Plemons is great, Emma Stone is great in it, but I was never shocked, and I don't know if it's because I've seen so many of his films. I had a feeling I knew where it was going to go, and everything that happened, I guessed would happen. I was not shocked. But here's the thing: is we see so many movies. I think you should see it. I mean, it's still an interesting film. But when I was in the theater and I'm watching, I said, "Oh, you know, at least it moves quickly. You know, it's entertaining." But the people that were in the theater with me let out audible gasps and were interacting with the film in a way that maybe I've seen so many movies, it's, you know, sanitized what I come to expect in film.
Like, they're all shocked you're not shocked.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. Just the way it was playing out, I can see the beats happening. And even with his other films, something like The Favorite, you know, I didn't see some of the beats coming. But this, for some reason, I was not surprised at anything that happened on screen. But you should see it. It's interesting. You probably already. I mean, maybe in a couple weeks you should be able to stream it. For some reason, it didn't do well. But here's a trailer for Bugonia.
Good morning, Corey.
Good morning, Michelle.
I believe every company should strive to form a diverse table, to empower people of different skills, and every time, what is it?
Skills and identities.
To foster a new generation of. Okay, let's go again.
They want you to think it's you, that it's you who made this world. But it's always been them. All we've lost, all that's been done to us, we're setting that right again. Greetings. Welcome to the headquarters of the human resistance.
Where's my hair?
Your hair has been destroyed to prevent you from contacting your ship.
What ship?
Your mothership?
Okay. In the next 48 hours, the police and the FBI will begin a statewide manhunt. I'm a high-profile female corporate executive. I am crucial. In all humility, I can say that. Think of it like you abducted the governor, but worse. There is no possible scenario where you benefit from this incident.
That was really good. My pulse is racing right now. I've done a ton of research on this. You're killing our planet.
Alien fellas.
I'm not an alien.
You're lying to me.
What's the difference? You know this is crazy. You know this is wrong.
I know who you are. I know what you are.
I know you too, Teddy.
It's fine. It's cool.
This film is interesting because it's taking Emma Stone, who is this powerhouse CEO of a pharmaceutical company, and she's kidnapped by Jesse Plemons. I'm going to get this kid's name right because I like him a lot. He and his cousin.
Don,
yeah.
I don't know the actor's name, though.
Yeah, I'm going to look it up.
Yeah. Jesse Plemons and Don are two country bumpkins who are frustrated with...
His name is Aidan Delbus.
Yeah, it's new to me.
And he's only in one other thing. and it's called My Movie Starring Paul Dano.
Okay. Yeah, so Jesse Plemons has a mother who was under the care of Emma Stone's pharmaceutical company.
Quick, though, is Alicia Silverstone old enough to be Jesse Plemons' mother?
Sure.
Is she that old already?
She's got to be like in her 50s.
How old is Jesse Plemons? I guess 30s?
30s,
40s? Yeah. I guess so, because how long ago was Batman Forever? 95? 30 years ago, and she's probably mid-20s by then? So, man, time goes by so fast if you don't stop and take a look. It'll pass you by.
So, yeah, Jesse Plemons' mom.
She's 49, by the way.
That's close.
Yeah.
Is under the care of Emma Stone's pharmaceutical company. She's in a coma, and Jesse Plemons blames her for that because something they make poisoned her.
Yeah, just working in the factory is not only affected his mother, who she's dying from some sort of cancer. It's also affected everybody in the town. They basically work for them, which is the company is a blend of Big Pharma and Amazon, where Jesse Plemons' character works. And so the whole first half of the movie, maybe the first 30 minutes, is him and Teddy planning this abduction. And yeah, I don't know, you really start to like Teddy because you can tell, this is why this actor is great. Obviously, Teddy suffers maybe from autism or some other mental health affliction or mental, I don't even know what you'd call it. But he's trying to, you can tell that he thinks what Jesse Plemons is telling him is bullshit, and he seems like he just genuinely wants to be a nice person, but he is easily manipulated by his cousin. So yeah, they come up with this scheme that they're going to kidnap Emma Stone because she is not who she says she is. She's actually an alien sent to Earth to destroy Earth and
kill the bees.
And he has all these conspiracy things that he believes are true. Basically going down the YouTube rabbit hole.
And he really just wants her to get her to admit it.
Yeah, because he wants an audience with the Emperor on this spaceship.
So that he and Don can go live on their world instead.
Yeah, and possibly fix the what's wrong with his cousin. So it's really well acted. There's just parts. There is some parts where they reveal the one police officer who was his babysitter, I guess, sexually abused.
Oh yeah, that was fucked up.
Him when he was young, and he tries to blow it off. It's not a big deal.
Well, he apologizes like,
yeah,
I was going through a thing and I took it out on you, like you raped a kid.
Yeah, you raped some kid. And the one thing I really did like though is, even though spoilers, I could see that it was trending towards Emma Stone actually being an alien. But at the beginning, how she played it was really good. She's such a great actress.
But yeah, it was going back and forth so long that I was like,
yeah.
I feel like they're going to start teasing that she's an alien.
Yeah, because
it's like a circular argument here.
And what really solidified it for me, when she had the opportunity to leave after, the one kid blew his brains out, which is really unnecessary. That's one part of the movie I really didn't like the choice of. I don't know. It just didn't sit right with me. Not that I'm averse to movies telling stories that have suicide in it. It's just, why?
Well, I think it's like a commentary on like, this is what cult mentality does to you.
Yeah, it is.
Even though it's just the two of them, Jesse Plemons' character treated him like it was a cult,
Oh yeah, I mean, I
brainwashing him.
I understand that part. It's just, I don't know. And the way his dialogue was written when he was talking to Emma Stone, I could tell that he was going to shoot himself. So that's why it didn't shock me. And I think that's a lot of the twists were telegraphed. And so that's why in my theater when he did it, people literally went, oh my God. And maybe because I saw it in the morning with a bunch of old people, but yeah, and her being an alien and then, going up to the ship and it's all just like he said it was. I don't know. I could see that kind of mile away too. Were you shocked at anything you saw in this film?
I wouldn't say shocked, but I was just like, oh, like I said, I've been sitting there for like in the third part of the movie and like, well, she's either actually one or not. And I can see like, if you're making this movie, like if it just turns out that she's not, it's like lackluster. Mm-hmm. And if she is, like, okay, I can see like you made this whole movie because like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if we showed like this weird ass alien planet and he was right the whole time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so when that happened, I was like, okay, well, yeah, that's the other option.
Yeah. And
it is fun and weird.
It is fun and weird, but I don't know, weird. It seems like the safe choice to me, because it lets the characters off the hook, which I don't think they should have. It lets Jesse Plemons' character off the hook for brainwashing his cousin to killing himself.
Yeah, you're right. It's like, yeah, it was a fun reveal, but like it kind of like, I wish there was more teeth to the arguments of like, what Jesse's doing is bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's his film. He's the artist. He can make it however he wants. I was really hoping that maybe she was, the Emperor, like she is, but she realizes that they made a mistake by keeping it a secret, or I don't know. She reveals himself to everybody else. But yeah, just killing everybody at the end.
Oh yeah, all the humans on Earth. Yeah,
it's
kind of like a so what.
Yeah,
like okay, like oh she is an alien.
Yeah,
that's fun, but like so what? Like we just went through this whole experience of this guy accusing her of all this stuff, and he was right, and then it got his cousin killed.
Yeah, and I don't think you should really reward characters like that.
And his mom, I guess. Yeah,
because he kills his mom. She tells him to shoot antifreeze into her IV bag. And so it lets him off the hook for being a horrible person. And I don't know what the lesson learned in that is. And I mean, it's his art. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah. And also Emma Stone's character, like leading up to like, she seems perfectly okay with like the world as is.
Yep.
Up until she gets kidnapped. And then within a matter of hours, she's like, oh, I've decided that we aren't redeemable and we should nuke the Earth. Like,
yeah, it's really bizarre.
Over this one incident, like all the other atrocities that have been
committed
over time, and this is the one they choose.
Yeah,
like,
not the Holocaust or the civil rights. No, this is the one that breaks the camel's back.
Kidnapping an emperor. Yeah,
me have something happening to me. I don't know.
The whole thing was just like a big so what for me.
Agreed. And then, at the end, with all the dead people, I go, okay, cool. Well, time to leave. That's
better off now.
Yep. I guess Earth can reclaim itself. I don't know. I don't know how she triggered just people dying, too. Because at first I thought maybe she was getting rid of the atmosphere, but then there was animals and stuff still alive.
Yeah, I don't know. I was going to say, I thought she suffocated the Earth, but yeah, you're right. All the animals were okay, so... Doesn't apply.
Yeah.
But whatever. They have weird tech.
Yeah, maybe some genome in every human that if they pop a bubble on their spaceship, it makes... I mean, there's no logic in the film anyways, so it doesn't matter. But there are some great scenes. I did like... It reminded me a lot of Texas Chainsaw Massacre when she's at dinner with them and, he gets her a nice dress and he thinks he's making her a fancy dinner and it's spaghetti and, there's some... interesting stuff. Yep, that's about it for that movie.
A lot of torture.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. Hey, the last one we watched this week is Black Phone 2. Now, the original film, the first one is called The Black Phone, but they dropped the from the beginning and just called it Black Phone 2. Brad, do you recommend Black Phone 2?
Yeah, again, it's another like mid all right thing. Like, it's not a story that I felt like I needed to know. Like, I didn't know. It's not a story I felt like, oh, I needed to know what happened to these characters next. But it is still kind of like a good creepy vibe. So if you're looking for a Halloween thing, Sure. But yeah, like the whole story was like not that interesting to me.
Yeah, of all the films we watched this week, this is my favorite one. Just because, one, I'm a big fan of Scott Derrickson, and I do, where in Bugonia it seems like they took risks. I actually think he did take risks in this movie by making the grabber more supernatural and more basically like Freddy Krueger than, because I rewatched the first one just before I saw this. And, the first one is a horror film, but the supernatural part comes from the children that were killed by him helping
Through the black phone, yeah.
Yeah, helping Finney.
So there's already a supernatural element to it. So.
Yeah. And this one, it's a supernatural movie. So, yeah, I think you should see it, and it's really well made. I thought it shot cool. Here's a trailer for Black Phone 2.
Hell is different than you think. They take the best parts of you, the human parts, and leave only the worst bits, only the sins. I am a bottomless pit of sin.
You're dead.
Fanny, did you think that our story was over?
You brought us here for a reason.
What do you think happens when you die? It's time to find out.
Yeah, in real time, it picks up 3 years later. That one kid who's in it who plays Finney, he's having a good year at the box office because he's in How to Train Your Dragons.
They said he's had the best year since Jim Carrey had.
Oh, wow. Because he was in that.
The Mask, Ace Ventura, and Dumb and Dumber.
It makes sense because he had How to Train Your Dragon, which was a really great movie at the beginning of the year, or I guess May. Then this one, and then some romantic comedy, which I mentioned before, McKenna Grace is in it. And it's really weird when she's now the object of people's desire. And I go, I remember seeing her as a little kid in the Annabelle movies. And I don't know how I feel about
Ghostbusters
this.
movies.
Or Ghostbusters, yeah. You know what I mean? In the Ghostbusters, she's Egon's kid. And you're just going, okay.
And she feels so young. And I'm like, man, she must be like a 20-year-old playing a 10-year-old in those movies.
No, she's, I think she's 18. And the only reason I know that is because I watched the special features for the Black Phone. And Scott Derrickson in it says he wanted to cast an actual 14-year-old kid in it. So it's been 3 years, and that one dude, he just turned 18. So I think she's only 18 as well. But yeah, it's just weird. You go, oh, now she's a woman now. She can play these parts. You literally watch them grow up. So it takes place 3 years later. His sister, which they alluded to in the first one, which is also part of Supernatural, she can sense things, and she is sensing that maybe the grabber is still around, and he is, and they kind of give a little more backstory to him where he's a serial killer, which we knew before, but his serial killing started way before when he was a camp counselor at this mountain.
And he's connected to the death of their mom.
Yeah. And I thought it was Scott Derrickson's done this trick before in Sinister, where the bad things happen on a Super 8 camera, and in this one, Ethan Hawke as the grabber is great. He does a nice kind of creepy vibe. The imagery in this is awesome. The scene where he's in the kitchen and he's attacking them, and when they all break in just before he, kills someone, and he kind of just floats into the background, I thought was awesome. Just the images that they're able to put forward, I thought were really cool. yeah, I don't know. I really dug this movie. You know, and then the added murder mystery of finding the poor children that he killed before, that he buried. Well, didn't bury. He, I guess, is it considered bury if you throw them underwater? I think so, because you know you're called buried at sea.
Yeah.
You know, put them in little or big drums and dropped them into the
Just
water.
disposing of them. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, it's.
But I'm like, you know, it's not ice year round.
Yeah.
So like, no one still found them like in the summer.
Guess not. It happens. There was that what lake was it? Because it was because of the drought. That really big lake in California. What am I thinking of? Or Las Vegas. Anyways, they when the lake started receding because of the drought, they started finding dead bodies in there.
Yeah, Vegas mob. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I like the whole vibe. You know, not too many horror films take place in winter, which I thought was really kind of cool. And I really liked their dad's story arc in this, because if you remember in the first one, you know, he's an abusive alcoholic, and he's trying to be better. And you know, Finney's right. I mean, I would never trust my dad for that. And he's trying to be a better dad, and there's some great scenes with them. And one of the things I think Derrickson brings to the horror world is he's really good at the drama and family dynamics, whether it's Sinister or The Exorcism of Emily Rose. He kind of deconstructs the horror part, and it makes you care about the characters a lot. You got nothing?
No, you said it before. It's like it's more of the sister's story, and at that point it turns into basically Nightmare on Elm Street, where if you fall asleep he attacks you. I think this does a better job than most of the Elm Street stories of like making the characters like likable and you root for them. But yeah, it just boils down to like he's attacking the sister now, and we find out that you know, he also killed their mother. So it's just like, now I'm thinking back, because I haven't seen their first one in a while, like it's like one of those like too convenient things of like, oh, he got both of them, and then it didn't seem like that was alluded to in the first one.
It could be. The first one alludes to their mom dying from suicide.
Right, but he also gets the son, but like...
Yeah, it might just be a happenstance. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's obviously trying to connect them.
Because if he knew the mom, he knew the son, so it's like, okay, he was...
Yeah,
purposely targeted Finney.
But maybe if... maybe. I mean, I guess they don't really explain it. And I think sometimes with that... I mean, they don't explain... I mean, how is the grabber able to be supernatural?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
that part doesn't.
You don't have to. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's more of making a connection. You know, it's the Spider-Man 3 thing, where the Sandman accidentally shot Uncle Ben, and that was never revealed before.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You know, but I think, to your point, why it does better, because I literally have watched all the Elm Streets in the last 2 weeks, and there's a couple of them that are really good, but I'd say a majority of them are average to below average. What I did appreciate is they never make the grabber sympathetic. They never make him funny. He's only there to,
like camp management beat him down, and that's why he like turned on the kids.
No, he's just a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And I think that actually adds to making him creepy. And you know, there's long spells in the movie where he's not in it, and I think that also adds to what happens in the film. And you know, I mean, I'm always going to be a Scott Derrickson apologist. He's one of my favorite directors. I wish he'd make more movies. But he also writes and directs all his movies, so, you know, he probably needs more time to prep them. And he was, you know, supposed to do the sequel to Doctor Strange as well, so that put him back a couple years. So I just always appreciate the work he does, because his horror films usually aren't conventional. And he continued that with this one, where, I mean, when I remember when they said they were shooting Black Phone 2, I said, well, how do you make a second one of this where the grabber comes back? Because he very clearly dies at the end of the first one. So yeah, it's Ethan Hawke's great, continuing that. Yeah, I thought everybody was really great in this movie. Next week, we have another kind of horror film, Brad. It is Predator Badlands is our film of the week. I'm really looking forward to this one. Killer of Killers is one of my favorite movies of the year, so hopefully the trend will continue with Badlands. So until next time, we'll see you at the movies.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action. Real nerds.
Thanks for listening to Real Nerds Podcast, a Nebulous Visions production. Stream or download episodes, read articles at realnerdspodcast.com. Stream us on Apple or Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, or iHeartRadio. Follow us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. Twitter and Instagram, @Real Nerds. Watch us on YouTube, Real Nerds Podcast. Email us at realnerds@gmail.com. Call us at 720-6nerds5. Thank you to Sparks Mandrill, Mike at Plan 9 Studios, and Bugonia for all of our groovy theme songs. And that's how you fucking do it.